Hello, very good morning, folks, racing folks. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the great Poonawalla $1 million day, million rupee day. Mumbai 26 February 2023, folks. Races are extremely competitive. That's the way it should be. Then you get odds also, and there is a fair racing, unlike some other centers. Bombay still has some fair racing, except sometimes jockey makes a mistake, sometimes the trainer gives wrong instructions. Like yesterday, Sandesh on Magalito, maybe he couldn't control the horse, or maybe instructions were to start to finish. The horse comes very nicely from behind, never gone 1400, but still, I mean, if he was ridden in check, I think he would have won instead of start to finish. Well, that's part of racing. It very sad, but that's what happened, folks. Today also, this fight on in Poonawalla Million, his first run was so good coming from behind, and the second race they instructed our jockey on his own. I don't think jockey on his own, but start to finish. Now the horse is trained like that. My boss John Gosden used to train the horses to come from behind. So much pain he used to take to train in the morning against 3, 4 horses, and then he would come try to teach the horse to come from behind. Coming from behind is the bestest instructions that, and the horse has a 400-meter dash, and that dash, if you use it up initially, then there is nothing left in the tank when it comes to the winning post. You see, that's the saddest part. If Python comes from behind, he may win, but if he goes start to finish, I don't think he may. Anyways, that race is very open. Anyways, going straight to the races, folks. The race number 1, the Mystical Trophy Division 2, starts at 4 o'clock, folks. There's one horse kind of stands out, even though he's a maiden, the Skyhawk. He has run with much, much better company than these guys. He has the initial speed. Last run was very decent. He should be right there. If not, there is a horse called Moment of Madness at the bottom weight. He stands some chance. There is a horse called Majorola Blue. I don't think he has been tried this season. Watch for the betting trend on him, folks. Race number 2, the Astonished Trophy, 1.5 mile race. This 1.5 mile, 2,000-meter races, except for the classic, is a pain in the neck. Because some joker bothers the horse or runs away, etc., etc. Like last time, this Alpine Star was bothered by one no hopper and pushed him, and Alpine Star had no answer when it came to last 400 meters. One horse, Murwara Princess, is a very honest horse, is now running under penalty. The race should be between Murwara Princess and Zarak. Now, Zarak is a good horse, but he's sort of unreliable in a sense that he's a moody galloper. He lasts 200, 400 meters. If he's in a mood, he'll come running like an express train. Otherwise, I'll bet very small amount of money in this big 2,400-meter race, depending on my Paddock Look. Folks, do come live. Paddock Looks is getting very popular. If you are free at that time, on the same link, either you can press the notification button or just take a guess at the paddock time. Because of expensive view, you don't see the body weight and the coat and all. For me, the coat is the most important matrix of all handicapping or whatever you do. Yesterday, Christopher was coat was shining. It was classy animal, 2 class better. Everything like that was present, which you can get a free on my paddock review. Anyway, the third race, folks, the Flurry and Freddy Sofer Gold Trophy. The bottom weight, Rodrigo has a speed and class to go up front. Salini is a dry-coated animal, but occasionally she runs with it. But I don't like to bet on dry-coated animal. Soup and Sandwich, if he gets an easy lead, could be a little risky because he's run very good race with that hunting goddess. So, in my opinion, the race will be between Rodrigo and Soup and Sandwich only. Race number four, folks, the Poonawalla Trophy. It's for the maiden 3 years old only. There is a horse of Pacey. The horse is by Nathaniel. Nathaniel was trained by my boss, John Gosden. He won the Epsom Derby. Most of the Nathaniel progeny in India is very, very big failure, folks. They all have a high knee action, and I lost a lot of money betting when I just initially came from US. I thought, wow, Nathaniel will be running low in Class 5B. How can you lose? I used to bet big amount those days. I stopped doing that nonsense. Anyways, he has a mock race, folks, Sienna. Do watch his body weight. If he's light kind of filly, then it's a no-no for me. There's a horse called Dream Seller, whose run was pretty decent there. And there is a first-timer Enabler, who's also imported horse by a very nice sire called Ruler of the World. I'm good at this baby, folks. I have a 90% batting average. So if you are come on live on paper, I don't. You can see the coat and you can see the body weight. You can see the fitness. You can see the class. So that's the way it is. Next is the main one, folks. The Poonawalla multi-million grade 1. White on pedigree, I love US flag, US Navy flag. I think one either Kentucky Derby or some Derby he won. His first run was so impressive, folks, coming from behind, and the second run he started start to finish, and I thought, oh, he will lose. He won impressively, but nonetheless, I don't know. I am not a big fan of horses. They go start to finish. If we can come from behind, fine. Otherwise, race is very competitive, open. Always Pacey Baba danger is to generosity and Jamari. Very much, I would know the fitness, Pacey's fitness. You don't have to much argue. There's a horse called Destroyer. Patrick Quinn brings him. He's by a very precocious sire called Exceed and Excel. Exceed and Excel babies run very good first time, but first time in a Poonawalla million, I mean, not an easy job to do, but you never know. So now coming to the race number 6, folks, it's a Class 5 race. I normally always advise to stay away. There's a horse called Doc Martin. Him and Superimpose, these two horses kind of stand out, but very small token bet. The jodi kind of, on the paper at least, looks safe. There's a horse called Malaki. But, Class 5 is not my cup of tea. Too many Heraperi also goes. So I stay away normally from Class 5. You can bet all races, folks. Very simple as that. If you think you are Nakul or you have some extra horse knowledge that you're going to find somebody who's going to cross the wire first in all 7 races, you are fooling yourself. And at the end of the day, you won't make a penny. You'll give it to the bookies. The money grows on trees at bookies' home, folks. It's not at your home, especially if you're going to bet all 7 races or 8 races, that is. The 7th race, folks, the Rupina Trophy. The sovereign of Bangalore character, Poonawalla, must have brought him because it's Poonawalla Day. Of course, he's cut above these characters, but carrying 61.5 kilos, folks, it's a big no-no. I have my own theory, and which works for me 90% of the time, is the horses coming from Class 2 to 1 at 49, 50 kilos, they just fly, folks. They get wings. They don't run, they get wings. I'm talking of Moselle. That is also Poonawalla's horse. Last run you can discount. The trainer is on a record saying that he made a mistake running him too soon. She was tired kind of thing. now kind of well rested. The baby bazooka also going at the bottom weight, folks. So actually few horses have come down in scale in this. There's a horse called Gazino. He could be a little danger. Market King has never won in Bombay, so-called. So I don't much fancy. Race number 8, the Mystical Trophy, folks. The last race of the day. One horse kind of stands out, but unreliable trainer, Mr. Atya. Luminosity, the way he won last time, very much. If they have no hanky-panky business, maybe he can win. Again, Jet Typhoon is a very good horse. He's up for an hat-trick. He probably get it if he's fit, but the top weight bothers me. But but all these things are better off. I am at least on after paddock. Races are open and competitive, folks. So be careful, bet sensibly, select few races, folks. That's it. 3 races for the day, and be happy and can't finger around with all, especially today, folks. On the paper itself, it looks tough. So, on the paddock, I don't know, but do try to come live if you are free on the same channel. It's free for you for my paddock review. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a good one. Bye bye. Take care.